yato deva avantano yato Vishnu vichakrame Om Avatara Shishai Namaha Om Vishamai Namaha Om Devakaya Samudyatai Namaha Om Sukshmatanave Namaha Om Chinmayai Namaha Om Gurumutaye Namaha Om Sundarai Namaha Om Sulochanai Namaha Om Sumukai Namaha Om Charvasai Namaha Om Keshavai Namaha Om Padmamujai Namaha Om Mandagamanai Namaha Om Charumbaradayine Namaha Om Ramai Namaha Om Mandirasthapakai Namaha Om Shirishvamachakai Namaha Om Gayatriyatravane Namaha Om Apanasvikarakai Namaha Om Vishnu Pujakai Namaha Om Namo Narayanai Mantropasakai Namaha Om Saramayai Namaha Om Madhurakantai Namaha Om Krishna Samkirtana Lurupai Namaha Om Vidyatavashine Namaha Om Vakmine Namaha Om Shritakala Visharadai Namaha Om Vratadarai Namaha Om Sadave Namaha Om Jagatpantai Namaha Om Savalokaitai Namaha Om Bhaktapriyai Namaha Om Sudai Namaha Om Anukulai Namaha Om Neyai Namaha Om Sudarshanai Namaha Om Bhaktavatsalai Namaha Om Premamutaye Namaha Om Shubhikshanai Namaha Om Pritivadanai Namaha Om Swastitayakai Namaha Om Tarakai Namaha Om Anugrahai Namaha Om Vadanai Namaha Om Achitai Namaha Om Matai Namaha Om Siddhipradai Namaha Om Janaranai Namaha Om Manoharai Namaha Om Mahakshai Namaha Om Siddheshwarai Namaha Om Bhasmabhushitai Namaha Om Atmalingai Namaha Om Nigarjana Prutsakai Namaha Om Siddhisaranai Namaha Om Madhavai Namaha Om Karpasakai Namaha Om Sukshmai Namaha Om Vishukai Namaha Om Satvikai Namaha Om Samadashine Namaha Om Dakshai Namaha Om Achinchai Namaha Om Nirantarai Namaha Om Nirmohai Namaha Om Adhyakai Namaha Om Chitakrodai Namaha Om Vinayashilai Namaha Om Svavashai Namaha Om Kushalai Namaha Om Shamai Namaha Om Satyadharmai Namaha Om Nirvikapai Namaha Om Viraktai Namaha Om Atindrai Namaha Om Satyasandrai Namaha Om Pavitrai Namaha Om Madhurasvabhavai Namaha Om Saranandai Namaha Om Nandanai Namaha Om Prasanatmane Namaha Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha Om Sikshaye Namaha Om Samadmaye Namaha Om Sadayogine Namaha Om Haraye Namaha Om Sudhapai Namaha Om Samyai Namaha Om Guryai Namaha Om Vimuktatmai Namaha Om Gaverai Namaha Om Guptai Namaha Om Atmaramai Namaha Om Shrivasai Namaha Om Devai Namaha Om Jitikarai Namaha Om Danyai Namaha Om Gurave Namaha Om Vatikramai Namaha Om Gahanai Namaha Om Bhagavate Namaha Om Harisharan Bhagadakshakai Namaha Om Buddhasajagatakai Namaha Om Abhiprayai Namaha Om Samavata Samajai Namaha Om Sharinata Bhavavadakai Namaha Om Premavatara Shri Vishwananda Swami Namaha Ato deva avantano yato Vishnu vichakrame Pradivya sapta ramadihi Idam Vishnu vichakrame Treda nidade param Samudamasya pagum sure Treni pada vichakrame Vishnu gopa adadyaha Ato dharmani dayane Vishnu kamani pashyata yato Vritani paspase Indrasya yujasaka Tat Vishnu paramam paragum sada prashyanti suryaha Devi vachakshuratatam Tat vipraso vipanyavo jagru vagum sasamindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam. Premavattaraya vidmahe Satgurudevaya dhimahi Tano Vishwananda prachodayat. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Satgurudevaya dhimahi Tano Vishwananda prachodayat. Satgurudevaya dhimahi Tano Vishwananda prachodayat. Vakracanda Mahakaya Suryakuti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakayeshu Sarvada Sarvakayeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvubhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Paramahamsa Sri Gurudev Sri Swami Vishwananda Satgurudev. 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 Om Namo Narayana. Swami Vishwananda Sadgurudeva Paramahamsa Sri Gurudev Sri Swami Vishwananda Sadgurudev Om Namo Narayanaya 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 Om Namo Paramahamsa Sri Gurudev Sri Swami Vishwananda A sharp. Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha
Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Vittala 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 Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha. Vittala 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 Vittala.
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 Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri 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 Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vittala 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 Vittala.
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 Vittala 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 Vittala.
Vittala 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 Vittala.
Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Vittala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri 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 Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om. Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvanarachachasrajam Chantram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo
Mangalam Garuda Dvacha Mangalam Bundari Kaksham Mangalaya Dhanu Hari Vannamali Ramana Giridhari Govinda
Vanamali Radha Ramana Giridhari Govinda.
Vannamali Ramana Giridhari Govinda
Vanamali Radha Ramana Giridhari Govinda.
Vannamali Ramana Giridhari Govinda
Vanamali Radha Ramana Giridhari Govinda.
Mega Sundara Narayana Govinda
Nila Megha Sundara Narayana Govinda. Gopa Vrinda, Narayana Govinda.
Narayana, 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 Narayana.
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 Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Gopala, Hari Gopala.
Gopala, Hari Gopala.
Gopala, Hari Gopala.
Gopala, Hari Gopala.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Lakshmi Ramana Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Lakshmi Rama Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Lakshmi Ramana Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Lakshmi Rama Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Govinda, Hari Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Shri Lakshmi Ramana Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Lakshmi Rama Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda, Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Govinda, Hari Govinda. Shri Vishwananda Govinda.
Vanamalira Ramana Giridhari Govinda.
Tehanakam Mahimanah Chachanti Yatra Koti Satya Santi Deva Bhaktya Vishwakarmana Samavardhana Tasya Tastat Vidaratrim Pameti Tat Purushasya
Gurudev. Om Ajnanatimranasya Jnananjana So, Om together. Ajnanatimranasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So this mantra we might chant many times, but do we really understand what it means? So ajnana is this ignorance. So we come to this world and Guruji says we have dementia. Already, we don't even have to get old to have dementia, but we're born already, we have this dementia. So we don't know who we are, truly. We think we're this body, this mind, but already we come to this world with this ignorance. Ajnana timirandasya. So this very dark ignorance. Jnanan jana shalakaya. So the Guru is the one which leads us from this ignorance to true knowledge, who we are and who God is and what our relationship is to Him. So Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So it means I'm blind, I come to this world, I don't see. Because I might see everything outside of myself, but what is the use of any knowledge externally if I don't even know who I am? So the Guru is the one who puts this collyrium, this medicine on our eyes so that we can see why we're actually here. What is the purpose of any of this? Why am I here? And so he's the one who leads us from this ignorance to true knowledge. And so very unexpectedly, Guruji asked me to talk about service. And this, because in this world, everyone wants to be served. We want to be looked at. We want everybody to serve us, no? An ideal life, so many people think that they want to live in a big mansion and be served by so many servants and all their desires are fulfilled. But what Guruji is teaching us is actually the opposite, that we should become the one who is serving everybody. And service can express itself in many different ways. Because often we serve, or we want to be seen by people. We want to show how much seva we're doing, or we want to have a certain recognition, but that is not service. You know, in true service, it doesn't matter if no one is seeing you, if only God is seeing you. No one else knows what you're doing, but this is service. And service can express itself in many ways. No, bhakti and service are synonymous. So whenever we talk about devotion, what is devotion truly? The essence of any devotion is this service. It can express itself in many ways, whether we're singing the name of God, whether we're even remembering Him. Just a mere thought of Him, how to please Him, or how to love Him. Even a thought is service. So in any action, in any circumstance, we can serve. Yeah. And in this service, it's really important that we forget about ourselves. Because whenever we experience a certain type of happiness, even if you don't forget about spiritual happiness, but even in the world, in a situation where we're truly happy, is when we're so absorbed into what we're doing that we forget completely about ourselves. You know, someone might be surfing, or someone might be playing a certain sport, but in that they forget completely about their worries, about their anything. They completely forget about themselves. So in service, it's very crucial that we forget about ourselves, not how I want to serve, but how the one I want to please, how what he needs, what he wants, so that his happiness is my happiness, and not that I try to be happy independent of him. Like that.
Jai Gurudev, everyone. Saridas was talking about service. But you see, on the path of bhakti, our life itself must be a constant service. But to have that attitude of service, we have to have also that clear understanding of what is my life. Now, it's not only when you come to the ashram, you put the tilak and the kanti on, then when you go out, the kanti is out. Kanti should not, the kanti mala should never leave your neck. And this is the sadness of this world, you know. When you are absorbed into the path of devotion, you have to have that clear understanding. At every part of your life, whether it is in the ashram or outside of the ashram, you have to have that discipline with yourself. If you don't have that discipline, your service will not be there. Bhakti stands for devotion. Huh? So devotion increase when your association with a devotee increase. If you participate in satsang, gathering, spiritual gathering, that way your interest also grow. Because you see, more you associate yourself to devotee, better it is. More you associate yourself with worldly people, more you will be trying to divert yourself. Oh, let me please that one. Let me, oh, for the sake, let me please, what will my family say? What will my children say? What will my friends say? If I don't do this to please them, I will see in the wrong eyes, no? So you see, for the service to get better, you have to associate yourself with the right mindset people. Otherwise, you will fail. You will fail in your service, you will fail in your bhakti. And that I have seen many, you know, lacking this discipline in themselves, lacking this clear understanding of what is life, you know. There were once a great devotee by the name of Abhishekam. So Abhishekam parents, father was a great king. So he could not have any children. So they tried for many years. They could not have children. So they asked the Guru Maharaj, please bless us with a son, would be a great devotee like, do we be surrendered to you as our Guru? But the king prayed. Of course, after some times, the queen was pregnant, have a child, and they named him Abhishekam. So, with the blessing of the Guru Maharaj, that child was born. In the mind of the parent, they think, oh my goodness, they will be a great devotee. It was completely opposite. He became completely full of vices. He was gambling, he was drinking, every vices. He was raping, everything that you can think about, stealing. So there was no hope for him. One day, the king went to his guru and said, Guru Maharaj, what have you done? Which kind of blessing did you give? I asked for a great bhakta, and that one came opposite. Bhagwan, the Guru Maharaj said, don't worry, patience. Everything have its time, everything have its own, I say, pattern when it have to act. So he said to him, you don't be troubled. So one day on Ekadashi day, the father said to Abhishekam, please, today is Ekadashi, at least don't eat meat. No? Don't eat garlic and onion. Be fast on that day, So what Abhishekam said, yes, Daddy, I will not do. So what he did, he went hunting. So he killed 3 birds on that day. And to, when you say not to do it, they do it more. So, like you people. So he brought the bird at home. So when the father saw that, he was heartbroken. So he said, what did I do? I asked Guru Maharaj for that, and he gave me. We wanted a son, so much to have a child, could not have a child. Maybe it was God's will. And now we force upon the will of God. Now look what we had. So saying, there was a satsang happening in the nearby village. And one of the devotee of the Guru Maharaj was there giving satsang. So he went there, bow down. The king went there, bow down, and start saying, complaining about his son, what he have done. So meanwhile, the son went hunting. So as he was hunting, it was so hot, just like today. And he was thirsty. And he wanted to get water. So he looked for water everywhere, could not get water. So he heard some bhajan happening from far away. He followed the sound. And he came to the place where the satsang was happening. So to his surprise, he saw his father there. The disciple of the Guru was there. So the father approached him, said, bow down to the saints in front of you. So of course, being polite, he bowed down. So when the devotee of the Guru looked at him, he glanced him deep inside of him. What happened? Something started to change, inside of him. He could not even look into the eyes of that devotee. He put his eyes down. But he was very affectionate, the saint, He placed both of his hands on the head of Abhishekam and lift his face up and look into his eyes. Instantly, there was a complete transformation. Something inside of his heart transformed and changed. So he bowed down to the devotee of the Guru and shed lots of tears, crying for all his mistake. Said, even God can't forgive me. for the amount of sin that I have done. Then the saint said to him, well, the tears which is flowing out of you right now is not, it's full of sincerity. It's not just a pretend. You know, that have already transformed you. But promise me, you will bring some changes into your life. You will put certain discipline into your life. I said, yes, I promise you. So he gave 5 promises. That he will stop stealing, stop killing, stop indulge in other activities. You know, he will not lie, he will not drink alcohol. That 5 things he promised. The saint was very blessed. He blessed him and initiated him straight away. He put the kanti mala, and he becomes so transformed from that moment itself. He became so disciplined with himself. It is not an outside discipline. It's not about somebody else telling the person, no, you have to be like that. No, he put that discipline. He promised to his Guru Maharaj was, but he will put certain discipline upon himself. He put it to the stream, you know. He became so dedicated. But once when he was king, so he was invited by another kingdom. There was a big party. And everybody was dancing, everybody was merry, and everybody was enjoying. So people was eating, drinking, alcohol, and everything else, you know. And he was in the corner. So there were some people there who didn't like him too much. So he went to the king who invited and said, look, that guy don't respect you because he's not even drinking. So the king was shocked. Please call him. So he called Abhishekam there. Said, okay, your kingdom is very small, my kingdom is big, you have to listen to me. So it's a great festival right now happening, you know, in my honor, you have to honor me by drinking this alcohol. He said, no. I have given my word to my Bhagwan. I have given my word to my Guru. No matter what, I will not. So the king became so angry. Said, if you don't drink, I will kill you. Just for a drink. So what Abhishekam did, he took his sword. So everybody was shocked, you know, he pulled out his sword, and all the guards and everybody also took their sword out, you know, because in case he attacked the king, they will attack him first. So what he did, he took his sword out and put it at the feet of the king. He said, take the sword and beheaded me. So with my sieve head, you can feed as much as alcohol as you want inside it. I will not have any problem. But as long as my kanti is there, as long as this head is on this body, I will not. So the king became more mad about that. So everybody was waiting that he will behead the Abhishekam. But he did. Opposite. Bow down, pick up the sword. As about he was pretending to cut the head of Abhishekam. He held him and he embraced him. So when that happened, there was a complete shock. And there was like everybody come to a certain state of awareness at that moment. Even if they were drunk, their drunkenness disappeared. Just by that strong determination of Abhishekam. he brings the transformation for all of them. So he prays. The king lift him up, embrace him, and praise him, saying, how great is your Guru's blessing. How great is your determination and your dedication to your word that you have given to the Guru, which it have given us all an example of how devotion must be. How strong should our focus be? So you see, that is very important. Your intention and your determination in service. If service is not just to talk about service. Chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talk about service continuously. Service and bhakti goes hand in hand. You know? So if bhakti is not there, service will not be there. So that determination must be there when you're serving. When you have taken a certain path, you know, you have to be clear about that. And that clarity will bring the transformation inside of you. Don't think that by sitting here thinking, I will transform myself, I will change this, I will change that in my life, that changes will happen. No, it will not happen. Because if your determination and your intention is not strong enough, you will fall. But if your determination and your intention is strong inside of you, no matter what happens, how big is the storm, you will stand strong just like a mountain. Mountain don't shake when the storm comes. How strong is a storm? The mountain will not shake. It stood strong. Like that, faith must be. And faith will become like that only when there is satsang. When you start absorbing your mind in satsang. Without satsang, you will fall back. With satsang, you will rise. Because you see, without satsang for a devotee, what will happen? The mind will run back into the old ways, you know. It will go back. It's very easy. The strength, the clarity to move forward. And in satsang, yesterday I was talking about that. You know, what is the word satsang means? Sat means truth, no? Reality. Sangha. But sangha is not only association to people, but which kind of association to people? It's love. It is an emotion attachment. So satsang means one which attach themselves to the Guru and to the saint. You know? Because that's what brings that transformation. If there's no attachment, then people will just listen to satsang and go. If there is, satsang means also to be around, no? So if one just sit around, don't assimilate, don't absorb, nothing will happen. So satsang means also that attachment, that emotional attachment and love that is created, you know, to saintly being, to the Guru, to Bhagwan, you know, because that's what Arjun have done. Arjun have emotionally attached himself to Krishna, but Krishna have become everything for him. Mirabai, Giridhari ji, Mirabai was so emotionally attached to the Giridhar Gopal, but they have become fully one with her beloved. So in the life of Purandara, Purandara Das was a great devotee of Vitthal Bhagwan. No? There was one instance to show the greatness of his devotee. So Purandara was teaching, singing to one girl in Pandharpur. Of course, his intention is clear. But does everybody have clear intention? No. So seeing Purandara, they felt, oh my goodness, what is he doing? So they started gossiping around. So to plan, to make it worse, they plotted, they plotted how they can, bring his downfall. But Bhagwan Vitthal was just looking. Said, oh, that's my devotee. So if they are plotting to bring him downfall, I will also plot it. So what he did, he disguised himself as Purandara. He come in the form of Purandara, and Bhagwan Vitthal, when he come with his all his ornament, and he was wearing this Navratna, the 9 gems necklace. So he came and he saw the girl and said, oh, listen, I'm very happy with you, so please take this. So he gave it to the girl. So the Brahmin in the temple, when they opened the temple, they could not see the Navratna necklace from Vitthal. It have disappeared. So they start searching all around. So soon they brought the intention was brought to the house of the girl, and they found the 9 stones. The king was called and asked, where did you get that? Said, Purandara gave it to me. So Purandara was caught, brought. Then Purandara said, no, I don't know anything about that. The girl said, no, it was him who gave it to me. Purandara said, okay, if it is Vitthal grace, that how he wanted it, let it be. So what they did, they tied him to a pillar in the temple, in front of Vitthal. That's why the pillar, when you go in Pandharpur, there's a pillar called Purandara pillar. And Purandara was tied to that pillar, and they were about to flagellate him. So the man took the flagellation, the whip, going to flagellate him. As he lifted up, that whip disappeared in his hand, appeared in Vitthal hand. And they all heard a voice saying, Purandara is innocent. Actually, everybody was plotting against him, but I wanted to bring the glory of my devotee up. That's what Bhagwan does, actually, you see. He brings the glory of those who associate with him higher up. But that sincerity must be there. That clarity must be there inside of you. That's why association to devotee, you have to be careful. Associate to the devotee who have clear mindset, Not devotee which is ungrounded. Because ungrounded being don't bring you anywhere. They will bring you the same kind of attachment that they have, that craziness, which don't have any strong foundation, So as they fall, you also fall the same, because you have been following some idiot. The association to whom you associate yourself is very important, If you associate to positive people, what will come out of you? Positiveness, no? But if you associate yourself to negative people, vices will awake inside of you. So you see, vices and virtues are there in everybody. To whom you associate, that quality will awake inside of you. One will bring you downfall and one will rise you. So association is very important. Yesterday I was telling, you see, Duryodhan associate himself to Shakuni Mama. Very young. Look what happened to him. Karna, association to Duryodhan, have brought, being the Surya Putra, being the son of the sun god, in spite of having this great light, association with darkness brought his downfall. So, you see, association to mundane people. The devotee should not associate with mundane people. As much as you say, yes, they are like that, they are very nice to me, they are this and that, they will bring you problem in your life sooner or later. Because their own sickness will come on you. Somebody which is infected with some disease, let's say recently Corona was dancing around on everywhere. You associate with the people, just being the surrounding of such people, you'll be positive. We have to be in a negative way. So, something in positive is good, something in negative is good. So association is very important. Prahlad Maharaj, being the son of Hiranyakashipu, a demon, but being an association of Narada, he was transformed to a bhakta. Dhruv Maharaj, in Bhagavad it said, those Canto 3, chapter 25, verse 20 of Bhagavatam, it said, association with saintly figure will, how it have to be, It have to be the same way, that love, that attachment that you have to your body and your family, that much attachment you should have to the saintly being, to the Guru, to the saints. That's what it said in the Bhagavad. So, that's what will free you. Dhruv Maharaj association, a very short time with Narada, transform him. And Ajmil, we know the story of Ajmil in Bhagavad, was a great king, Bharat. The name of India in Sanskrit name is Bharat. Bharat, So King Bharat was a great king. If you know the story, Rishabhadev, had 100 sons. And one of his 100 sons was Bharat. So the whole Bharat kingdom, it was a Samraj, which means he was a great emperor at that time. So little by little he was realizing that this world, in spite of having everything, doesn't make me happy. What happened? He let go of everything. He retired in the forest. And in the forest he was meditating upon Bhagwan. What happened? Once he was there in the forest, he saw a small deer. He got attached to that. Very long story. You know the stories, so I don't need to go into detail about that. So due to that attachment, in his next life, he was born as a deer. But then he realized, oops, I have made a mistake. My association and attachment to that little fawn, look what have happened to me. So why did the intention, that mind, that thoughts go there that have trapped him? But then he said, okay, I will associate myself to sadhus and saints. So he stayed in the ashram, he listened to satsang, and he grew out of that. In his next life, he became Jadabharata. Jadabharata was a great devotee of Bhagwan, Sriman Narayana. So even him, when he was about to be killed, as sacrifice to goddess Kali, Ma Bhagavati herself appeared to protect him. So you see, association transforms you. Service become pure through your association. Otherwise, the ego will jump. The ego wants to be praised. But the saintly being, the devotee, when you say you're devoted, they don't look for that praises. They don't look, not even, but God knows about what they have done. If they could hide it from Him, they will hide it from Him. Because they don't want even God to praise them. But Bhagwan loved his devotees so much that he liked to elevate such greatness, such great devotees, such single-pointed-minded devotee who don't know anything else. That's why when you look at Bhagavad itself, it's the praise of the Bhakta. Even Bhagwan himself praised the Bhakta. That's why it is said, wherever Bhagavad is being chanted, recitated, Bhagwan is present, listening to his own glory, and above all, listening and drinking the nectar of the glory of his devotee. This is the beauty of association, which bring that transformation inside of you. And in your mind you may think, how will I know to whom to associate, Because everybody appeared very nicely. Those who inspired you to reach Bhagwan, associate with him. But if those who inspired you for their own selfish motive, keep away from them. Because selfish motive is everywhere. It is in your parents, in your children, in your friends, in your family, in everything around you. There is a selfish motive. And that selfish motive brings you only towards their own happiness. Whereas devotee, saints, sadhus, they point towards Bhagwan. That's it. No. Serve, but have your aim clear. He is that aim. Nothing else. Go towards him. Let that bhakti awake inside of you. Let that love awake inside of you. That's what service stands for. Service stands for that clarity that I'm serving him. In Bhagavad, Narayan Seva, Madhav Seva, Narayan Seva. The service to mankind is service to God. But yet you have to have clear understanding what is service. And to whom you associate with service. And also about yourself, How much am I truly dedicated to my path? Am I clear about it? I have strong determination or not? Am I here to please others or not? The pleasing of others will not lead you anywhere. Only your own downfall. So be careful to whom you associate. So, Jagudev. Why is it still closed?
Giridhari Lal ki Govinda 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 Soda Vatsalaya Govinda Om Haraye Govinda Om Devaki Nandana Shri Sayam Govinda 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 Shakata Surabanda Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhanadhara Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhanadhara Govinda Nandabrajana Nandine Govinda 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 Govindaya Om Yoginam Pataye Vatsapadacharya Om Anantaya Devasuramadana Devikatinavata Yamalajuna Banjanaya Uttala Palevite Golo Govinda Govinda Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda 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 Om Ajaya Govinda Niranjanaya Om Kamadhanaya Chalochalaya Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda Om Madhukre Om Mathuranataya Om Dwarkanayakaya Om Paline Vrindavanna Sacharine Prasidhamma Bhushanaya Shamantakramare Hadre Naranare Atmakaya Krishtambaradharaya Om Mayine Om Paramapurushaya Pushpachar Maludra Vishradaya Om Sansara Verine Om Kamsaraye Om Muraraye Om Narakantakaya Annadi Brahmacharine Krishnapya Sankasakaya Bolo Govinda Govinda Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda Shishupala Shilachitre Duryodhana Kulantaka Vedo Kalakarada Vishwarupa Pradashakaya Satya Veche Om Satya Sankapaya Satya Bhamarataya Om Jayine Subhadra Purvaya Om Vishnave Vishma Mukti Pradayaka Jagat Gurave Jagannataya Venonara Visharada Prishatmastra Vichvamnishi Manasura Karantakaya Yudhishthira Pradeshtatre Malahi Parvasakaya Govinda Govinda Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda 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 Giridhari Govinda 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 Govardhana Govinda Om Parvasakaye Om Abhyakaya Ketam Taptamahodaye Kapamati Patipadam Pujaya Damodharaya Om Yakna Pukre Ranavendra Vinashaka Narayanaya Om Parabrahmane Paragashana Vahana Nitya Dashaka Om Punya Shlokaya Om Kinta Padaya Om Veda Vidaya Om Daya Nidhaye Sarabhutamakaya
Govinda, 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 Giridhari Govinda, 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 Govardhana Govinda, 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 Giridhari Govinda, 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 Govardhana Govinda,
Govinda, Govinda, Giridhari Govinda, 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 Govardhana. Yopam pushpam veda pushpavam prajavam pashumam bhati chandramava apam pushpam pushpavam prajavam pashumam bhati ya evam veda yopam ayatanam veda ayatanavam agniva apam ayatanam yohogni ayatanam veda apova agni ayatanam ya evam veda yopam ayatanam veda ayatanavam Vayurva apam ayatanam Yuvayu ayatanam veda Apovi vayu ayatanam Ya evam veda Yopam ayatanam veda Asovi tapan apam ayatanam Amushatapada ayatanam veda Apova amushatapada ayatanam Ya evam veda Yopam ayatanam veda ayatanam Chandramava apam ayatanam Yaschandramasa ayatanam veda Apove chandramasa ayatanam Ya evam veda Yopam ayatanam veda ayatanam Nakshatrani va apam ayatanam Yo nakshadranam ayatanam veda Apove nakshadranam ayatanam Ya evam veda Yopam ayatanam veda Pajanova apam ayatanam Yo pajanasa ayatanam veda Apove pajanasa ayatanam Ya evam veda Yopam ayatanam veda ayatanam Samvatsarova apam ayatanam Ya samvatsarasa ayatanam veda Apove samvatsarasa ayatanam Ya evam veda Yoho pshupnavam pratishtitam veda Pratishati.
Avantuno yato Vishnu vichakrame Pradivya saptagamabhi Edam Vishnu vichakrame Tridani tade padam Samodamasya bhagum sure Trinipata vichakrame Vishnu gopa adarya Tato dharmani dhayanan Vishnu karmani pashyata yato vritani paspasi Indrasya yuchasakaha Tat Vishnu paramam padagum sada pasyanti suraya Diva chakshuratakam Tatvipraso vipanyavo jagruvagum sasamindate Vishnu yat paramam padam.
चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी गिरधारी लाला चाकर राखो जी चाकर राखो चाकर
lala chakar rakho ji.
Chakar raso, bhag lagaso,
Nitauta darshana paso. Chakar raso, bhag lagaso, nitauta darshana paso. Vrindavan ki kunj galina mein, Vrindavan ki kunj galina mein, leela gaso, mane chakar rakho ji.
Giridhari lala
Chakar rakho ji.
Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji. Giridhari lala
चक्र राखो जी. चक्री में दर्शन पावो, सुमिरन पावो काजी. चक्री में दर्शन पावो, सुमिरन पावो काजी. बाबा भक्ति जागीर पावो, बाबा भक्ति जागीर पावो. तीनों भरत सरसी मन चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी.
Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji. Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji.
मोर मुकुट पीताम्बर सोहे, गले भजंती माला. मोर मुकुट पीताम्बर सोहे, गले भजंती माला. वृंदावन में गेनु चरावे, वृंदावन में गेनु चरावे. मोहन मुरली भाला, मन चक्र राखो जी.
Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji.
गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. ऊंचे ऊंचे महल बनाओ, बिछ बिछ राखो बारी. ऊंचे ऊंचे महल बनाओ, बिछ बिछ राखो बारी. सावरिया के दर्शन पास, सावरिया के दर्शन पास. ताहिर कुसुमी धारी, मन चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. मीरा के प्रभु गहे गमीरा, सदा रहो जी दीरा. मीरा के प्रभु गहे गमीरा, सदा रहो जी दीरा. आदि रात प्रभु दर्शन दीन, आदि रात प्रभु दर्शन दीन. प्रेम नदी के तेरा, मन चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी.
Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji.
गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. चक्र राखो, चक्र राखो,
Chakar rakho ji.
चक्र राखो, चक्र राखो, चक्र राखो जी. माने चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. श्याम ने चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. गोविंद मन चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला चक्र राखो जी. गिरधारी लाला
Chakar rakho ji. Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji.
गिरधारी
Shanti Shanti Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Prem se bolo Shri Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan ki
Jai.
Shri Gayatri Mat ki
Jai.
Shri Shanti Nrsimha Deva Bhagavan ki
Jai.
Shri Radha Krishna ki Leela ki
Jai.
Shri Pandrinath Maharaj ki
Jai.
Shri Rukmini Maharani ki
Jai.
Shri Chandrabhaga Devi Mat ki
Jai.
se bolo Shri Mavada Griya Babaji ki
Jai.
Shri Ramanuja Acharya ki Sadgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda
महाप्रभु की जय
Lim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janvarpaya Parai Paramapurushaya Paradharma Mantrayentra Tantra Ushukasya Sastrani Samraya Samraya Nityo Muchai Muchai Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudashana Priti Jada Prita Subhadi Shubna Humpat Parashme Parabrahmane Param Jyotishe Svaha Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Nitai Gaur Premanande
हरि ओम
Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam Venkatramana Govinda Bhaktivatsala Govinda Jiviswaranam Govinda 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 Krivarade
हरे विधान
Namde
तुकार
Pandrinath Maharaj ki
Jai.
समस्त भक्ता मंडली की
जय
Alva Perumal
तिरुवारकले